お袋の味ってやつか。
Okay, my friends, so we just got done watching Shield Hero episode number 5, and this had the potential to be a much better episode than it was. Now, don't get me wrong, the fight with Jarlath and Fohl and Atla coming together to, our powers combined, big tiger moment was cool. But I still feel like there was just something really missing with this specific arc, and that thing was really understanding what was Jarlath's with the tiger guy or the lion guy. What was his real motivations, right? Like he ended up eating his friends. He ended up taking some drug for beast folk. And, it is kind of explained that he was kind of coerced or talked into doing this big spectacle thing. But what was his real motivations? We never really got to it, right? And he revealed this big thing of that he killed Fohl's dad because he just hated him. He was a piece of doo-doo to him. And, he killed him in cold blood. And, but we never really understood his motivations. But why? You killed him, but what were you trying to get out of it? You went against all your beast folk. We understand you want power. You want the power of a god or whatever. But what were you trying to accomplish? Did you want to overthrow the regime? Did you want to be crowned king of 𝐜𝐴𝐴ℴ? Did you want to introduce some kind of new peace to the realm? Did you want to abolish the shield hero practices? What was his goals? And I am really pissed off that we never found any of it. Now, it might be covered in the source material, from the manga or whatever. I don't know. And if you guys know, let me know in the comments for sure. Because I don't think we're going to get that. Because literally all we got was, a big spectacle of Fohl and Atla taking him down. They got revenge for their father, which is, hey, cool, I get it. That's. But then that's kind of all we got is we get this revenge. But then all we get after is oh, well, they investigated where the drug came from and they tried to go track down, where the actual drug ended up coming from. And they basically found nothing. They found remnants of whoever was the dealer, the guy, the person that talked him into whatever. And they got some samples to take back or whatever. But we never really understood the motivation. We also don't understand the motivations of whoever was trying to puppeteer Jarlath. We never really got their motivations either, which that I'm okay with. That we can kind of get later on, but I don't feel vindicated or in the know at all about what was he trying to accomplish. This all just feels like one big spectacle just so that Naofumi can eventually unlock some additional feature with the tiger beast folk, with just the beast folk in general, to unlock some other level, or to unlock some other thing with them, that way he can show his shield hero power, and that way 𝐜𝐴𝐴's oh, he is the real hero. It felt like it was just one big ploy for that, and I'm I don't know how I feel about that, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, the other half of the episode, I thought was really cute. They go and they find, basically Atla and Fohl, they're now reinstated into 𝐜𝐴𝐴. Their trust with the White Tiger gang is all back, and they go visit their mom and pop's old house, and whoever was taking care of it took care of it well, and they got to have a really cool moment. They made some food, and Atla dressed up all cute for Naofumi, and he didn't pay attention to her, and that was cool. So this, and Fohl ended up, he basically, kind of how Raphtalia ended up, getting older, because she evolved or whatever. Fohl basically did that too, so that just kind of tells, hey, Atla is gonna evolve now too, at some point. But they shared some cute din din and whatever else, and the episode ended with them, preparing for the ship to be ready. But then that's really all that happens. So, I mean, the fight was cool. Atla's moment, I've told you guys before, she's my favorite character. I know that maybe she's not everybody's favorite, but she's my favorite character. I like her personality. I like her snarkiness. I like the way that she's just completely, unapologetically just dedicated to Naofumi. I think it's adorable she keeps trying to get his attention and, although I don't think he sees her in that way whatsoever, it's still just I like her person, I like her story, I like her powers, I enjoyed watching this cute stuff where she wants to learn, how to make the same dish for Fold and Naofumi and stuff. I think it's all really cute, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, what did I get out of this episode? I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions that went unanswered. I got a character who's now dead that they just kind of skirted over. I got I wanted to say Tauros guy, but I got the Minotaur guy who knows what happened with him because he had a lineage, like he was like an important person. He didn't get eaten, so it's like, well, what happened to the Minotaur guy? And then like I don't know. It's a weird episode. Like I think it was good, like 6, 7 out of 10 type episode. I think it was good, but I'm just left with like, but I still got all this. I'm just like, what do I do with all this? I don't know. Hard to put it into words, but we'll see you guys next week for episode 6. Episode 6. Episode 6 is called Leaving Port next week. So they're obviously going to go take down a 𝐜𝐴 and I don't think we're going to get any answers for what I want. I think it's just going to go on to 𝐜𝐴 and Raftalia and the next thing now, which just kind of sucks. So that's it. That's all I got for my friends. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I didn't mean to be harsh on this week's episode. I thought it was cute. I still enjoyed it. I just, gotta review a review. You gotta review what you review. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys thought, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.